All right, Steve Donald here. This is my career analysis on being a small business owner. This is also what I did my long report on. I'm going to start with talking about how to remain objective as a business owner. So, this is basically talking about the style in which you should manage your employees and even other people that you deal with on a business level. Um, Remaining objective basically is keeping your emotions out of your decisions. So if there's a situation where you have to either correct an employee or something bothers you, you want to stick to the point and stick to the facts when making a decision. So, for example, as a manager, as a business owner, you may have an employee that is doing something incorrectly, and it may, let's say, get on your nerves, so to speak. But what you want to do so that your employee is successful and understands the main goal is to keep your emotions out of what's going on. So if you're irritated, take some time to yourself and get that irritation out of your voice so you can deliver the goals and the facts to your employee or people that you're working with so that they can understand what exactly it is that they need to do in order for you guys to prosper as a whole and get everything completed correctly. So that's something that is very important when starting your business, deciding what type of leadership style you're going to go with. Excuse me. And remaining objective is one of the best ways to steer into the path of becoming the best leader for your business. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about being a situational leader, and what that entails is basically being able to adapt to each situation and being able to lead based on what's going on. So, for example, if there's a situation that needs a little more attentiveness and an emotional side, you would have to kind of cater to that emotional side before you deliver the objective side. But that would be based on situations. Now, really taking a look into the business side on a deeper level, besides the emotional and personal relationships that I talked about in the very beginning of this. The very first thing that you should do when starting a small business is forming a business plan. And with that, you want to develop a business plan before you attempt to secure any financing. Look for an office or even pick a business name. Creating your business plan at the beginning forces you to assess your goals and resources, strategize, and map a road for success. You also will be able to plan out and outline your target market. You'll be able to look at your competition and see your capital. Um, I think what a business plan really does, especially for a new business owner, which is something that is needed, you want to really set out everything and plan for everything before you put things into action. And I think that's one of the mistakes that people make when they start a business. They are so excited to get things going and they just go right into everything. So if that's picking a business name or buying a space for their business before they have a thought out plan of things that should be done step by step. And that's really important when starting a new business because there are steps that are vital and important that must be taken before you start your business. And I guess moving away from that, I wanted to discuss what your schedule would look like as a business owner on a day-to-day basis, things that must be done to ensure that your business strives with longevity. I want to say the first thing you should do is keep checking your books and focusing on the profit and focusing on the loss, so you know what you're gaining and losing on a day-to-day basis. The second thing I would say is to make sure that your products are being sold to the customers. That right there, as a business owner, you paying attention to what's being sold and what's not being sold, that'll kind of cater you in the direction of the things that, let's say if you're let's say you're a business owner of Crocs, for example, and there's a certain style of Crocs that's not being sold over a different style, and the other style is the one that's being sold. So that would be the style that's being sold. That would probably be the style that you want to make the most and get out on the shelves a lot more than the style that's not being sold. So you probably want to take some of the styles that aren't being sold off the shelf, so you can have more room for the styles that are being sold. The third thing is, I would say you want to manage others because you want to be really personal in a way, but you still want to remain objective. But you want to, especially with the people that work for you, like I explained in the beginning, you want to be situational. So there are going to be times where being super objective might not be the best approach, but you have to know as a business owner, that's the end goal. You want to stick to the script and ensure that the employees know the expected behaviors and goals of your business. And you wanna make sure that you're getting the best work out of your employees, and the best possible production. I would even suggest asking your employees, how you can help them help you. So if it would be, a little incentive like bringing donuts or something to work, just to kind of keep the people around you happy, so you can get the best out of them and they don't feel like it's just a day-to-day clock in, clock out kind of thing. Another thing I would say, that something that should be done on a day-to-day basis, is to think about the future, because new things pop up in the market. New styles become more effective than others, like the weather changes, things like that. So, and I'm kind of catering this towards almost like a clothing line business, but I'm not really trying to, but things change. So you have to be on the lookout for what's hot and what's new and what's in style and what's not. Something else from my research that I want to bring up is talking to your customers and forming a personal relationship with them, so you can know the truth about the products that they see within your business, that they take to and that they don't take to. I feel like that's very important, because your audience is one of the best critics you can learn from, because those are the people who experience your product firsthand. The next thing I would say is evaluating the market and paying attention to what's changing, and paying attention to your competition, seeing what's out there, seeing what you're up against, looking at your competition and judging the things that they have and putting them up against the things that you have. And I would also say something else that's really important is keeping the financial records. You can do that on the accounting software, but what's really important about this is that you can ensure and prevent fraud and theft, and having a fraud prevention process. So that is to wrap up my career analysis short report.